Hi, I'm Jenny Fish with One Big Happy Yarn Company, and welcome back to month number 4, block number 4 of our 2024 block of the month. This particular block is kind of a bring me back home type of situation. I grew up doing a lot of cross stitch and a lot of embroidery for my grandmother, and on this block we are doing a duplicate stitch. So it's handwork. We're using needle and some yarn. We just simply knit up a block, and you're going to use your size 8 knitting needles, the same one we used for block number 1, and you just make a square just like this, and we're going to duplicate stitch a pattern on top. I just did a simple X for this one, but you can see it right here. If you have another design you want to add to this, feel free. There is a chart for the X in the pattern that you can use if you want it to be exactly like mine. But this is kind of that let them do whatever they want block. If you want to put a letter on here, you can duplicate stitch a letter on here. If you do have some experience with embroidery, you could embroider a flower on here. But this is kind of that free block to have some creativity of your own and do what you want. But I do want to show you how to make a duplicate stitch, because that's what's going to come in handy for this block. In the chart, it has a square, and I'll just take my little chart here. It's just my little copy of it. And you'll see all these little squares. The squares actually indicate stitches, and the color in square is the one that's going to indicate where you're going to place your duplicate stitch. So we're going to count over each of these stitches and then count up. So let's see, I did 4 over 3 up. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Right here is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to the base of that stitch. So each stitch looks like a V. I'm going to the base of that V, and I'm sticking my needle in, pulling my yarn out. And I'm leaving a tail that I'll weave in later. Then I want to bring my needle up and through the 2 legs of the stitch above, like that, and then go back into that original spot right there. And so in essence, what I have done is I've taken my new yarn and I have gone over the stitch that was underneath. This can come in handy if you've worked on a project, and maybe a color work project, and realized, oh no, I put the color in the wrong spot, or I need to add a color here. You can pick up some extra yarn and go over that stitch, duplicate that stitch on the top side to fix any corrections that you have, or add embellishments like we're doing here. I'm going to go up to the next spot, and I'll show you this one more time. I'm going to the base of that stitch, and I'm taking my needle and going through the bottom, and then I'm going through the 2 legs of the stitch that's up above it, and then I'm going right back down through the base of that stitch again. Okay, I'm going to show you that one more time. I'm going to go up here to this stitch. I'm going to the base right there. Then I'm going underneath the 2 legs of the stitch up above, and coming back down through. So what happens when you are duplicate stitching along and you realize, oh, I put that in the wrong spot, it needs to be up there, I'm off by 1? Well, it's super easy. I'm just going to take the yarn off my needle, and I'm going to pull it out with the tip of my needle, pull out the other side, turn my work over, there it is, and boom, it's back to the way it was before. I can rethread my needle and continue on in pattern. So that's just a little, it's super easy to take it out if you've put it in the wrong spot, and you can keep up with your pattern. So this is kind of my idea for putting this block in. Is number 1, I wanted to show you the duplicate stitch technique, but the other is also too, it's just a simple stockinette block. We're on month 4. We've learned 3 other techniques. Let's just take a moment, knit a simple block, and take a beat, and then do something simple and easy, and then we're going to be ready to move on to block number 5. So join me next month for 2-color brioche. We're gonna have a lot of fun, but don't forget, if you still haven't gotten your kit, you can go to onebighappy.com, pick up a kit. It includes the pattern and all the yarn that you need. You can go back to episode 1 and start over and get caught up with us, or you can start off with whatever month we're at when you're ready. It's all up to you. Just remember, you're making 6 blocks of each of these techniques, and then at the end, we'll seam them all up together. Thank you so much, and happy knitting!